Hey Clashers, and welcome back to another video. And well, there was a huge ban wave happening just a couple of days ago, and I thought, okay, let's talk about this. Let's talk about what just happened, why did it happen, and all of the really interesting questions. If you have any questions about what win trading is, how what is buying defenses and whatsoever, and everything about Legend League when it's coming down to the top 10 or top 100 global, what exactly is going to happen right there, and that you're actually getting offered money for joining a clan and things like that, you should definitely check out my latest Legend League video, which is linked above, just to make sure that you understand everything what I'm talking about today. But I think we should just get into the rankings. I will try to explain what exactly happened, because let's check out the top rankings. In the top rankings, there are actually a lot of people now which you should know. For example, a lot of pro players, a lot of players which are kind of common, or are kind of participating in World Championship and so on. We have like Gaku, NGT Bernal, Young Han is at the top. We have another NGT player. We have Boom. We have Yo-Yo up there. Lance Lothar from Vatang as well. So a lot of players which you might know. And well, now the question is, why is that the case? Normally that's not happening, because if we're taking a look at the most recent top 10, I barely know any names in there. And that's obviously not meant in any offensive way, but that's how it is, right? Like a lot of I don't know if it's Chinese letters, but it's some Asian letters over there. So what exactly happened? Like, why is that not the case anymore? Well, what happened was a huge ban wave. And if you check the profiles, you can see, and that's written on the screen, couldn't find a player with this provided tag. What does this mean? Well, it means that this provided tag is not there anymore, and this means this profile has been deleted because the account has been permanently banned. Now the question is, why did this happen? Why is this account banned? What happened right there? And the answer is pretty simple. We just don't know it. We just don't know it. We can just guess about this, and that's really important to note in this video, that this is just a guessing why exactly those bans were happening. It is kind of easy to guess, I would say, if you click through the names and everything, and how you already kind of think about certain things. And now we're getting back to what I mentioned in the beginning of the video. There was the thing going on, which was the defense buying. This is basically, just to briefly explain it, this is basically when you're buying defenses, which means like 1 stars, just so it's not showing up in the rankings overall. And some players were actually kind of famous for that, which is not a good thing, because it seems like, and that's important, it seems like Supercell is banning now for win trading and for buying defenses and things like that. And I have no clue how they spot this. I have no clue if that's actually the case, and if that's actually the reason for the bans. But that's my guess. That's my random guess. And I think that's really, really cool, because now you have rankings at the top, and I don't think that already everyone is banned who's actually doing this, but it's already a great step. And you can see now really a lot of pro players, a lot of players which you know from World Championship, which makes sense that those players are at the top and they're dominating the Legend League, right? Because they're already really, really good. They're smashing bases left and right in the Champions, in the Clan War League, in the Champions World Championship, and things like that. And so that's the thing what just happened. So a lot of bans were happening. So for example, if you're wondering why exactly, maybe you were one of the lucky guys, if you did not get all of your defenses in, well, that might be the case, because someone who is banned can not obviously attack in Legends. So this means someone had to take a defense without actually taking a defense, which is kind of nice. So either way, this is what just happened in Legends. At this point, by the way, I want to give a huge shout out to Gaku as well, who is doing a lot of Legend content as well. And this is something which I feel so, it's so cool, because then you now can see all of those popular players who actually you know their names most likely and things like that. And as I said, huge shout out to Gaku. He's uploading his Legend text as well, mainly with music in the background. Sometimes he's streaming as well, then with speaking Japanese, so I have no clue what he's talking about, but still, it's just amazing to watch his attacks. He's just so good. I think he's one of the best attackers when improvising, trying to work around when things are going wrong. I think that's not an easy skill in Clash of Clans, and he is so good at it. So it's really impressive to watch him. And that's the cool thing about this. We have so many good players up there. But now, for example, with his Queen charges, which is like with his insane skill, and I'm just glad that those players now finally have the chance to actually showcase that, because they do not have to compete against cheaters now, because now they have a pretty clean legend ranking. So we actually are up there as well on rank 20 at the moment. Not too bad competing against all those pros, but hey, that's what is legend all about, right? This is like the challenge, it's the competition, everything. But exactly that, because of that reason, we're going to take a look at a couple of more attacks of mine, because that was everything I had to say about the bans. There were not a lot of informations out there. I just wanted to explain what happened. I want to explain what are the speculations out there and how things might have went down. Most likely, to be honest, but it's, as I said, just my guess. But now let's get back to the next, one of the first attacks. And yes, I'm still pushing with P.E.K.K.A. Smash. I have to say, P.E.K.K.A. Smash right now, by far, by a long shot, by an insane long shot, right now, the strongest attack strategy on ground in the game right now. And actually, Gaku did one of the rankings, like kind of legendary strategy rankings. And I thought it would be kind of cool. And they actually were kind of interesting to listen to know what he's thinking of. He had, for example, like the Blizzard Lalo on rank 1. Rank 2 was the P.E.K.K.A. Smash. Rank 3 actually was I think Queen Charge Lalo. Then like things like Sui Lalo. And actually a lot of like E-Dragon or Inferno Dragons. I think, to be honest, on my personal opinion, right now, I think E-Dragons are stronger in Legends than Inferno Dragons. But obviously I'm not playing any of those, but it's just my guess from like people attacking me. But either way, let's get back to the attack, because actually I want to highlight a couple of bases which I feel like are pretty common in Legend now, and a lot of people are struggling against those. And I think those bases have always the same approach. So what you're normally doing on bases like this is you're blimping next to this clan castle, which means you want to lure out the clan castle, because if you're running into a triple ice golem clan castle with your smash, you can just quit the attack. It's actually painful. It's not how things are supposed to work. It is just insanely annoying to deal with the triple ice golem clan castle with the ground attack. It's one of the worst things to deal with. And exactly that's why you want to do a queen charge before you're actually doing the P.E.K.K.A. Smash, because otherwise you have to deal with the clan castle with your P.E.K.K.A. Smash. And with the queen charge in the beginning, you can easily take that down, and the blimp is kind of nice because you can take down with the blimp certain buildings, X-bows, Inferno towers, scatter shots, things like this. And at the same time, lure out the clan castle. This is a really important thing. That the blimp is most of the time only worth it if you can lure out the clan castle. This is one of the main objectives of a blimp nowadays. If you can blimp like Eagle, 2 scatters, things like that, if you can get such an insane value, yeah, it's alright. But at the same time, or like most of the time, just luring out the clan castle has more value than most of the buildings on their own. So this is really important to note. And you can see exactly why we're completely overkilling this base. I think it was completely maxed out base, so even with the walls. So at the end of the day, huge overkill, and that's exactly how you P.E.K.K.A. Smash. But hey, we'll keep going. This is one of the bases which I found really annoying to attack with P.E.K.K.A. Smash, and to be honest, I still don't. Like, this approach is working like most of the times, especially if the defender has the cannons not maxed. Like, this is a really important thing. Otherwise, it's like a huge different story. But if the defender has the cannons not maxed, like this guy, he preferred the Tesla and the builders, like the better builders, then it's kind of possible. At the same time, sometimes when facing those completely maxed out bases, I have to think about like how the hit rate is going to change when only facing maxed out bases. Like, I have to say, Tower 14 on a maxed out base in Legends, if the base is actually like a new base, like not one of those ring bases which is everywhere now. If it's one of a new base, I think even pros are going to have not the highest hit rate on those. It's not easy to attack a new base, but obviously right now in Legends, a lot of common bases are out there, a lot of bases which are kind of popular, things like this. But well, let's get back to this attack. So on this attack, if you're charging like this, you have two, or like your queen has 2 options. First off, the queen is skipping the royal champion platform. If she's skipping that, then she's going to come back to the left side. So don't even try to wall break at the bottom side if she skipped the royal champion building. If she did not skip it, like our queen just did, then just add the P.E.K.K.A smash at the bottom, put everything in there, just try to protect your queen. That's what I'm trying to do right now. This charge is kind of heavy. I think you can add the warden in there as well if you want to, if you're kind of scared of time fads whatsoever. But now what I'm basically doing is I'm just letting the smash run into this channel, jumping them into or close to the town hall, not into the town hall, because otherwise I'm just scared of the poison. So I want to jump next to it, wall break at the top side so my king has access to the back end, and then just like use the warden ability at some point. On this one, I did use the warden ability way too late. I have no clue why I did use the invisibility spell first and then the warden ability. Don't ask me why. I should have just turned it around, like use the warden ability first, then the invisibility spell. Royal Champion at the top side, and this now is getting really close. As I said, this base is super annoying to attack with P.E.K.K.A smash. But as I said, this normally should work if everything works alright. Now we have the Yeti on the right side coming in there as well, which are not helping that much. Maybe a blimp is maybe better on this one. Not really sure, to be honest. Either way, now we have the queen dealing with the Inferno Tower in the middle. Royal Champion is in there as well, supporting, doing everything that she can support everything. We have the back end Tesla as well, so we need to make sure that we're counting to 4, which means like 4 defenses, and then we can use the Royal Champion ability to take down the Tesla. So now 1, 2, 3, and there's the next Royal Champion shield, and there we go. Another 3-star for us, and that's it for the video as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you guys back tomorrow for the next one. Until then, see ya, and bye-bye.